Hello friends, my name is Koolio and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're taking a first look impressions video for Fate Grand Order here in the year 2019. Now a couple of days ago I posted a little bit of a question for you guys over on the YouTube channel, asking you guys what older mobile RPG title you guys wanted me to cover, and with over 1,000 votes, with 44% of them going towards Fate Grand Order, it was unanimously decided that I would cover this game and do a first impressions video for it. Now, the second place game is Alchemist Code, which I will have a video for it coming in the next couple of days. And then the third place that won was Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, which I will be making a first impressions video for that game as well, probably coming out next week. Now, I want to let you guys know that there is definitely no way I'm going to be able to cover every aspect of this game. However, I want to remind you that this is a first impressions video where I play the game for a couple of hours and give you guys my overall thoughts as a new player here in the year 2019, and if it's a game worth playing or a game getting invested into. So if I say something wrong, you have to forgive me, because like I said, I'm not like a main player for this game. I'm a brand new player playing it for the very first time in the year 2019. And I have to say, I've actually been really enjoying this game. This is a really good game that has held up over the years. Now, this is a pretty old game too. It came out like 4 years ago in Japan. And for those of you guys that don't know, this game is based off of the anime Fate, like the Fate series animes, where there's a whole bunch of different type of stories, where essentially in these anime shows and in the manga and within the game itself, you play as a mage who summons ancient heroes to help you fight in the Holy Grail Wars. Now, the story in this game is slightly altered from that main story just to kind of fit the overall aspect of you being able to summon multiple heroes rather than being able to summon just one ancient spirit to be able to help you. Hopefully I said that right. If I said it wrong, like I said, forgive me. I've actually only watched one of the anime series that was available on Netflix, and I actually really enjoyed it. And I think this brings me to my first point as to why this is a game worth getting invested into. And it's if you're a huge fan of the series, the Fate series. If you love the Fate series, this is almost a must-play game, because there are so many amazing heroes in this game that bring back all these kind of nostalgic feelings if you've ever watched the Fate series, and being able to collect one of your favorite heroes from the show in the game is probably one of the best feelings that you could possibly have. Now, getting into the game, there was a couple of different things I wanted to ask and get information from the players themselves on what characters I should be summoning for when I first jumped into the game. Now, I want to let you guys know, a lot of people suggested to go for Hercules as one of the best starting heroes in the game, and I was going to re-roll for him, but my very first summon in the game, my very first 10-time summon, I ended up getting Siegfried, or what? I think that's his name. Hold on, I'm gonna check it out real quick. I don't want to say his name wrong. Yeah, Siegfried and Carmilla. I got these guys both like in one summon, and I was like, you know what, these are two of my favorite characters. They look amazing. I went and looked at the characters that were available, and I really like their designs, and so I decided to keep it. So forgive me for not re-rolling and going for Heracles. I decided to stick with these characters because I thought they were cool. That's the only reason why I decided to stick with them. So let's go ahead and actually jump in and talk about the gameplay itself and how it holds up in the year 2019. Now, as you're playing through the game, you unlock what are known as singularities, or story missions that you can play through and experience and overcome challenges and things like that. Right now, I'm currently in Orleans or whatever. I just unlocked like this, basically the second chapter of the game. Now, the gameplay aspect of this game is slightly different from a lot of other hero collector games. I feel like with a lot of newer hero collector games that have come out recently, they've kind of taken a similar formula and have fine-tuned it and tweaked it over the years to make it more streamlined. This game, over the time, like from what you guys have told me, is they've updated it here and there, but they haven't made any major changes to the overall gameplay. So when you first jump into the game, you are setting up your overall team, and depending on how much of a cost a character requires, depends on how many characters you can have on your team. So basically what you do is your first and second members of your team are two heroes that you can select from your group, and then your third character is a support character which you acquire from friends or other players that are playing the game, and then you have sub-members in the game that you can apply as well. Now on top of that, you have these special equipment items called craft essences that you can acquire and equip onto the character, give them either increased stats or passive bonuses and things like that. For example, for Siegfried, this is one of the first ones I got, Golden Millennium Tree, which basically gives him an increase to max HP per turn with plus 200 HP per turn up to a maximum of plus 3,000. Now these, I only have some basic craft essences, and I know there's probably better ones out there to equip to the character. This is just one of the better ones I had available for Siegfried at the time. And as I continue to play the game, you can definitely swap these in and out and fine tune your characters going forward. Right now I've only got a total cost of 38, and the cost comes from the hero cost, the craft essences cost, as well as your sub member cost. So you can see I've still got 2 empty slots because I don't have enough cost available to be able to put more characters onto it. So let's go ahead and actually just start the quest real quick. Now, one of the things I do love that this game does is having those support characters, because as you're playing through the game, it is a game that you really have to invest a lot of time on. And if you want to get the best characters, if you want to get the characters that you love, you will probably have to spend money. In fact, one of the funniest things is I had so many people recommend to try this game out, yet they always say, welcome to Gacha Hell, because this game basically is Gacha Hell. It's got pretty low summoning rates, and a lot of people are going to, you're gonna have to spend a lot of money to get, you know, the right characters that you want. Doesn't mean that you can't play the game free to play. You can if you want to slowly play through the game and grind and get the required currencies in order to do summons, which is something I'm probably gonna do. I would probably spend money on this game due to the fact that it is a pretty great game and I want to support the developers, but I'm not going to well on this game to get the characters that I want. I'm enjoying it for what I've got so far, and I'm not going to be a character that's going to spend hundreds of dollars just to get the character that I want. But it sounds like there are a lot of people in the game that do that. Now, the game does have a lot of story, and you're probably going to enjoy the story if you're a fan of the Fate series. If you're not, you could probably skip through it. But the game, you're gonna be coming across a lot of gameplay elements that are fairly the same over and over again, and a lot of people say this game is extremely grindy, and this leads me to my first thing that I don't particularly like about the game, and this is a nitpick thing, and trust me, all the negatives that I have in this video, I'm gonna get out right up front, and they're very nitpicky things, and they're things that people who enjoy more modern day hero collector games aren't particularly going to like in this game. Which leads me to the first one. There is no auto combat in this game, which some people may love and some people may not like. But for a game that's really heavily grind based, like you're gonna have to play a lot of this game to get a lot of premium currency and stuff, it can be kind of a bothersome if you can't play through some of these basic stages like this one without auto combat. Now, I do have 2 more little nitpicky things I want to let you guys know in regards to the game itself. And they're, like I said, they're very nitpicky. Once we get them out of the way, and then I'll talk about the great things that this game has. The first one is if I decide to click on the attack button in the bottom right, before activating any of my abilities, I cannot go back and select my abilities. So if I go ahead and click on attack, there is no way for me to hit back and be like, oh man, I forgot to activate Siegfried's ability to enhance his Noble Phantasm mana or whatever, to be able to activate his Phantasm, because I've got 2 art abilities right there. I can't go back. That's my first thing that I don't like. My second thing is if I target an enemy, let's say the Skeleton A, and I use all 3 of Siegfried's abilities right here, and Siegfried kills the enemy, and I don't know if he's actually going to do it. Let's just watch the animation and his extra attack. Now, if he kills the enemy using his attacks, and he still has extra attacks left over, he will continue to attack that monster, even though the monster is already confirmed to die. That's my only other nitpick. I wish how it would work is if your hero defeated the enemy and they still had extra attacks left over, they would then attack the next enemy in line. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that. So those are all of my nitpicks in the game, getting them right out of the way. Now let's actually talk about the game itself and some of the funner aspects behind it. Now, one of the cool things behind it is as you have all of your characters right here down at the bottom, clicking on them allows you to get a basic impression of what their abilities are, their craft instances, and their Noble Phantasm, which basically is an ultimate ability in the game, some of their basic stats as well. And then you've got all these abilities at the bottom that the characters can activate, and the cool thing is you can actually go through and literally activate all of their abilities right up front if you wanted to. Let's say you're going up against a boss or something, and you're just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go through and activate all of their abilities and just like get these all out of the way right now. Now I'm just going through and activating them just to show you as an example. If I was playing through like a harder difficulty area, or seriously like doing the battle, I wouldn't be doing this. I'm just doing this to show you an example of you can go through and activate all of their abilities all at once if you really want to. Now, I was talking about one of the aspects that I love about the game is the support hero that you can collect. This is kind of a cool thing. With the support hero in the game, because you can use heroes of almost max level, and because they're so powerful, you can use them to quickly wipe through a lot of the easier content and just get to the more funner aspects of the game. So I'm gonna go through and let's see, let's just go ahead and do this. Activate the abilities. Siegfried's gonna go and attack. And then shield attack right after, and then he's gonna attack with a third attack, finishing him off. And bada bing, there you go. Finish out of the way. So I like the fact that you can take these really powerful heroes and use them in the game to help you clear a lot of the easier content. Even though it doesn't have an auto grind feature, it's nice that it has that other aspect. Now, when it comes to attacking, there are 3 types of cards. There's the Buster card, the Quick cards, and the Arts cards. If you use a Buster card, it increases the overall attack of all other cards used during that turn. If you use the Arts card, it increases the overall amount of required energy or noble phantasm energy required to activate the ultimate abilities for the characters. And for all the Quick cards that you can use, it gives you critical stars, and the more critical stars you have, the higher chance that you have of doing critical damage. So I'm gonna go through and let's say I'm gonna use all 3 of these Buster cards right here. Because I'm using all 3 of them, it will activate a Buster chain, increasing their overall effect. And that's the same thing for the Art cards as well as the Quick cards as well. So you can see she's already taken out the first guy and she attacked him again with Overkill. And then Carmilla's gonna go and almost take out the second guy. Now, I do want to show you guys what a Noble Phantasm ability looks like, because they are pretty dang cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have the chance to be able to do that in this video or in this combat scenario, so I'm actually going to go through and just let the characters do their animations and stuff. Now, the animations for the characters, they look good, and I think this is one of the best highlights of the game. The game has amazing character design. Like, I love looking at some of the characters that some of the supporter characters I'm allowed to use on my team, because they look absolutely fantastic, and it makes me want to summon for those heroes because they look so freaking cool. So, and also I've increased my bond level for the character, which unlocks servant profiles and some new voices to my rooms where I can go back through and check out some of the story elements for those specific characters. So I've gone through, I've acquired some QP, some basic premium currency, and then if I wanted to, I can request for this person to become a friend of mine. I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to go and jump into one more combat scenario. This video is getting a little long, and I want to do my 10 times summon for you guys. It's going to be my first like official 10 times summon, so I'm pretty excited to see if I get anything. So basically, when you're going through the game, you're playing through these levels, you can see that up in the top right where it says chase the French soldiers, below that it shows the action point cost, and then next set is the quest progress with like a blue arrow and then a grayed out arrow. That basically means how many stages to that section you have to complete before you complete that section completely. I've said the word complete like a billion times, and then you get the premium currency, or you get a reward for completing that area. So let's go ahead and jump through here. Let's select another character. Who do we want to take with us? Let's do a level 100. Let's take them with us. They look pretty cool. And like I said, the character designs for this game are fantastic. So let's go ahead and skip through this cutscene and actually get into the battle animations. I'm hoping I'll be able to show you guys what a Noble Phantasm looks like in this, but some of my characters are a little bit stronger at this moment than the stages, because you can use basic materials that you get by playing through the game, sacrificing these experience cards or other characters to level up your characters or to level up craft essences and things like that. It's a fairly straightforward system. However, once you get into like the higher level area where you begin to ascend your characters, you have to get ascension materials. You're gonna have to get holy grails, which you can use to kind of limit break the character, allowing them to go 2 levels beyond there. So, okay, so we got a Wyvern. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Siegfried's first ability, Golden Rule, increase his MP gain for the next 3 turns. Bada bing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let's take a look at her abilities. I'm probably not gonna have her attack. Yes, we're gonna use this, increase art cards effectiveness. We're just gonna, I know it heals for the character, but I'm doing that because I want to try to get him to activate his Noble Phantasm. So go ahead and use this. And because I'm using 3 of the same character, I get a Brave Chain, which gives me an extra attack. So here we go, first attack. It's an art card. I got up to 30%. Fourth attack, 36, 38. So I've got 38% towards my Noble Phantasm. And if the Wyvern, the Wyvern, however you want to say it, attacks Siegfried, I actually get more Noble Phantasm points going forward. So, ooh, okay, what do I want to do? I want to keep going with him. I'm gonna try my best to get his Noble Phantasm up. It's not gonna go up very much if you're not using an art card. You can see it only went up by 2%, but I wanna try my best to show you what it looks like. It looks like I'm probably gonna kill this Wyvern fairly quickly right here. Yeah, I'm gonna finish him off. I don't think I'm gonna have a chance to be able to show you what it looks like. You know what, I guess I'll just go ahead and finish this guy off. Now, you can see above the character's card, it says resist. Basically, that means that the enemy type for this enemy that I'm fighting is stronger against my character, and so my character won't do as much damage, so we're just gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Now, your support characters, as far as I can tell, you can't use their Noble Phantasms. I haven't seen it grow at all, but I guess I'll let this character finish off the attack animations. Now, the Noble Phantasm, it does show this a little bit of a cinematic attack feature that looks pretty cool. Some characters have more over-the-top ones. I wish I could show you in it, but my character's a little bit strong at this point. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you their Noble Phantasm, and the video's already kind of gone on a little long. So we're going to finish this stage, and we're going to head on back, and we're going to do our 10-time summon for you guys just to end off this video. And like I said, I've actually been really, really enjoying this game. This is going to be a game I'm probably going to play more casually on, even though a lot of people are like, nah, you got to play it like super hardcore. But yeah, I'm probably going to play this game a lot more casually because I have been having a lot of fun. And because of the characters I do recognize from my brief moment by watching the anime, I'm going to try to summon for them, but I'm definitely not going to be a whaler and go and spend like a whole ton of money trying to summon these characters. Now, they do have two different banners going on right now. The Shinjuku pickup banner, they just released this, I think, a couple of days ago with a couple of new heroes. And then they've got the basic Saints Quartz summon for the FGO VR. This is the basic one I'm talking about. And then they had another special banner for the Fate Grand Order VR feature. And then they did have, which was kind of cool, they just had like a Fate Grand Order kind of convention. A lot of people went to it. I saw a lot of the pictures. It looks super dope. I kind of wish I would have been able to experience it myself. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump in. We're going to do our very first 30 times or 10 times summon, like our official one. And if we don't get anything, we don't get anything. So here we go. Maybe I'll have like YouTuber luck or something and get something cool, but I highly doubt it. So I did get lucky with my first 10 times summons by getting 2 4-star characters, which is pretty cool. So here we go. Let's see what we're going to get. We got a Craft Essence, a 3-star Craft Essence. Frugarach. I'm probably saying that so wrong. Our next one is... It is another Craft Essence 3-star Reality Marble. Now, if there are things in this video, like if there's characters that are pretty good and stuff that I don't understand, let me know down below in the comments. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the game. If you guys are playing it, if you guys are enjoying it. We got a caster, the Charles Babbage. This like robotic looking dude who looks super dope. That looks awesome. A 3-star character. Next up, we've got another character. This is a Lancer. Kulan. I probably said that completely wrong. I think I've already got this character. But I just watched like an animated feature of like him from like a movie fighting this assassin, and it looks so cool. We got a 4-star Craft Essence Innocent Maiden. That might be our 4-star for this summoning video, which would be a little sad, but I mean, maybe it's a good Craft Essence. Maybe you guys know. Let me know down below in the comments if that's the case. We've got another character, another Lancer, which is a 3-star Kulan. I'm saying that way wrong. He looks different in this one. I didn't know that there was different versions of the same character. That's kind of cool. Next up, we've got, oh, something gold. Something was shining gold. Oh, maybe not. 3-star Assassin Fuma Evil Wind Kotaru. He looks super dope. Welcome to my team, the new Assassin. And there you go. That's my very first 10 times summon for this video. The 4-star that we got in this was a Craft Essence, which is, it's fine. It's, you know, it's nothing to be super excited about, unless it's like a really good one. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for the recommendation to check this game out. I've been having a lot of fun for it. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to stay up to date in the latest in mobile gaming. All right, friends, I'll see you next time.